Here we are in front of a Kyo-machiya. Machiya means townhouse in Japanese, so this is a townhouse unique to Kyoto City. The lattice windows are for keeping privacy of the house, and you can find different types of the lattice depending on the type of shops of the Machiya. お邪魔します。This is the earthen floor space, which is also called doma in Japanese. This Kyo-machiya was renovated about 10 years ago and now is a community center for local residents as well as office space for the Machiya Information Center. All these books and leaflets, they're all about Kyo-machiya. It's actually a little bit messy now because we're trying to prepare for the Machiya Day, which is going to be on March 8th. Why March 8th? Because Machi sounds like March and Ya is 8 in Japanese. Here is a room and a table where the merchant would go about doing his business. And here is a very interesting clock that shows the time units back in the days. It's interesting that some time zones you have one kanji unit to represent 2 hours, so I guess they didn't have 24 hours, but a little bit less. And off to our first tatami washitsu room. Usually from this room you can see the garden, or it is also a place where you can hold tea ceremonies. At the corner of the room is a space called tokonoma. Usually it's where you can put decorations of flowers or scrolls, any kind of art that you like. Here we see the hibukuro or fire bags. It is a space where the smoke and heat from cooking can escape, and also in events of fire, it can prevent the fire from spreading to surrounding area. And for a town where all the houses are made of wood, charm against fire like this is very important in each household. Here is a mizuya dansu, which means the cupboard for the kitchen. And going through the corridor, we are now at the Tsuboniwa, the mid-garden space of this Kyo-machiya. In a crowded city like Kyoto, having the Tsuboniwa garden within the house not only allows air and sunlight through the house, but it is also a calm and peaceful space where the residents can feel close to nature. For a long and narrow Kyo-machiya like this, usually you can find a kura storage at the back, but for this particular Kyo-machiya, we have an exhibition space where the renovation process and history of this Kyo-machiya is displayed. Now let's go to the second floor, and the stairway is usually hidden behind these sliding doors. Usually these stairs in all Japanese houses are quite steep, so gotta be careful. The second floor starts with the office space where usually there's only one employee working in this entire building. It's a little bit scary to be working here by yourself, but I guess you get used to it. Here is the Fusuma sliding door and Ranma on top of it. Usually you will have sculptures of flowers, birds, or anything close to nature. These Yukimi Shoji windows usually allow you to pull up the bottom part where you can see clearly outside of the window to enjoy the garden or when it's snowing outside. The Shoji windows are a bit old, so I apologize that I couldn't pull it up to show you how it looks like through these Yukimi Shoji windows. I really enjoy being able to feel the texture of the wood in different kinds of Kyo-machiya. Okay, now we're going to the last part of the house, which is called Mushikomado, and usually it is used as a storage room because the roof is quite low in this space, but depending on the era when the Kyo-machiya was built, usually you would have a higher roof for the houses that were built later on. If you like being a creeper and just look at pedestrians walk by, here is a good space for it.